and we're very comfortable with it and um, able to get the objective, whether to identify what the situation, whether you're doing an open house, whether you're cold calling, whether you're just having a casual conversation with a friend. It's just continuous role play. One thing that there was like 40 agents in that office, and one of the things that was kind of a shocker, and it was kind of an embarrassing for me even, was they asked us, how many times a week does people role play? And they had people raise their hands. They started, do you role play 3 times a week, 2 times a week? And the vast majority of everybody don't role play. It was only a handful that actually role played once a week. So, with that said, bubblegum in the dish. How many pieces do you wish? Doug, how many pieces?
How often do I role play?
How
Uh,
many pieces of bubblegum?
oh, one.
One. And you are it. Doug, I have a I have an answer. I have a when you're doing an open house or even calling on a warm lead, I have an answer here that we should be able to uh, get if we're asking enough whys and we're drilling down enough. So, with that said, give me a call.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Doug. I'm with Puget Sound Area Home Search. I'm calling John. He set up an account with our website, and I'm just trying to make sure that his property alert searches are correct. And are you John?
I am.
Hey, John. I see that last Thursday you started looking for searches in Arlington, and you've got a pretty narrow search criteria here between 400 and 500,000. That's not going to show you a lot of properties, so I'd like to talk to you a little bit about what your needs are. um, you've got down here, a pretty narrow search criteria for a 2 bedroom and 1 bath, only in Arlington. Or are you looking for just strictly Arlington, or are you looking?
Yep, just looking for Arlington. Drill down.
Um, so what's making you look at Arlington?
Um, just kind of right now, just we're busting at the seams and kind of wanting to get a bigger place. We're currently in a one bedroom.
I see. So is this because you got kids, or you need an office, or
We have a baby.
okay? Well, congratulations. Babies are great. Uh, I guess I'm kind of lost here, but so are, I don't know. You got me.
No, you're
Uh,
doing good. Keep it up. Keep asking the whys. Drill
so
down.
so how often? It says here that you're planning to do this in the next 12 to 24 months. What makes you want to wait so long? In 12 to 24 months, interest rates are going to be another point and a half higher. Prices are going up at 15% a year. Anything you look at today is not going to be available in a year and a half. So what's motivating you to look now?
Um, I'm just tired of. We're busting at the seams, and I'm looking to do it probably sooner rather than later. I just put down 12 to 24 months, but in actuality, I'm wanting to actually do something sooner rather than later.
Okay, it says you're not pre-approved here. Have you talked to a mortgage lender yet? Because I'll put you in touch with my
Sure. Yeah, go
my
ahead and do
mortgage
that.
lender to get you guys, because you'll want to be pre-approved before you start looking at anything. Otherwise,
Drill down.
it's simply not going to be available. Is how's your credit?
Good question. Drill down. Good.
What do you mean drill down?
Ask more wise.
Um, so if you saw the property that that met your needs today, would you feel comfortable putting in an offer?
You're on the right path. Currently, I can't.
Do you have any money saved for a down payment?
I do.
Okay. Well, what I'd like to do is,
Why
since
can't
you
I?
guys, why can't you, why can't you put in an offer today? What would keep you from?
Because I'm currently I'm renting.
And you're tied up into a lease. You're afraid of breaking
Ding
a
ding.
lease.
There you go. My lease expires in 2 months. You want to ask what their current living situation is, right?
Okay.
And so you have an idea. That's one of the key components. That's one of the milestones that we need to identify early on. That you're right. Are they pre-approved? Do they have money down? But and understanding their motivation as well. But also, what's their current living situation? Because if their lease expires in 8, 10, 12 months, then A, you got to have them have the conversation talking to their landlord, or B, they just may be locked in and are unable to move forward, and then we'll be nurturing them over the course of the period to where we can turn them into a client, right?
Right.
So let me share a brand new script that I think you're going to find helpful with the sync. It was very enlightening. Um, let me go with Rob. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hey, this is Jim Scott with Area Home Search. I was
Hey,
seeing that you're looking at homes in Lake Stevens, and I just was wondering, are you looking to move in the next 3 to 6 months, or are you just looking?
we're not quite sure. I mean, it's something that's on our radar, but we're looking at I mean, we're just kind of preliminary planning, trying to figure stuff out.
Gotcha. Perfect. That's exactly what the website's for, is to help you kind of get an idea of what's going on with the market and kind of gather some information. If you don't mind, if you might ask, what prompted you to be out looking to see what's going on?
Well, I've been in this house for a few years, and it's getting a little bit small. We got a couple of kids now; they're getting older, so we're just looking for something to expand into.
Right on. You got a boy, girl, or how old's your kids?
Yeah, I got a boy and a girl, teenagers.
Oh, perfect. One of each. Trifecta. Perfect. Oh, and teenagers to boot. Oh boy. Been there, done that. I got 3 girls myself.
Oh wow, yeah.
So, do you own your home, or you be needing to sell that to be able to purchase?
Yeah, we own this home, and the way that it is right now, I would need the money out of this home to buy the next one. Just
Gotcha.
that's the way I can think for now, the down payment.
Well, to be honest with you, Rob, it would be worthwhile to sit down and run numbers, because this is really your moment in time. As a seller, as you're well aware of, you're going to do very well with this market. You've got the leverage, you're going to get premium dollar, you're going to do very, very well. And as a buyer, I mean, you're just in the sweet spot, because we're still at historically low interest rates, to where you're going to be able to take your proceeds from your purchase and move them over into your next dream home. And that would be well worth your time to sit down. I can do something later tomorrow afternoon at 3, or maybe even Friday morning, but it'd be worth your time for us to sit down with you and your wife and just half an hour and lay out the numbers for you to see how things pan out.
Okay. Yeah. Is this your cell phone number, Jim?
It is.
Okay. I just need to see when my wife's available, and then I can give you a call back.
Okay. Well, let me do this then. I can call you back later this evening and circle back, or circle back in the morning and see when was a good time for you.
Yeah, or actually, we could just pencil something in now. We'll just set it up, and then if something changes, I'll let you know.
Perfect. And let's go with tomorrow afternoon at 3. At your
Yeah,
tomorrow at your house, or do you want to meet at my office in Marysville, or I could do a neutral.
oh, we'll just go to the office.
Okay, perfect. I probably should have pushed you for your house so I could see it. That's what I should have done. But you see, what we did there was we're not calling out anybody by name. We're not recognizing Puget Sound area home search anymore. It's just a generic. Hi, this is Jim with the area home search site. I see that you're looking at. You want to do a little pre homework. What area are they looking at? I see that you're looking at homes in Lake Stevens. Are you looking to move in the next 3 to 6 months, or are you just looking? Because 9 out of 10 of them are going to say, I'm just looking. I'm just kind of seeing what the market's doing. Just wanted to see what prices are. Perfect. That's what the site's built for. May I ask, what's prompting you to be looking? And then it's allowing you to drill down.
Good stuff. May I ask? I always forget that.
And then, so we went to this 3-day workshop in Phoenix, and the last day was all scripting and role playing, and I learned a lot of takeaways. A lot of takeaways. It was. I have just a self. I don't know, roadblock that I put in my mind that I feel like I'm encroaching when I ask, may I ask? But when you're role playing it and you're on the other side, I mean, it's just natural to give out the information, unless you're a complete egghead. So it's like, I'm gonna just continue to drill down. May I ask? Oh, tell me more. But the ideal is when they do give you information is to find a connection. When you say that Rob said he had 2 kids, then identify with that and I've got 3 daughters myself that are all grown and out. So
I also have the script pulled up, Jim, where we went through that what was it, that webinar. I thought it was really, really great, as far as kind of keeping the conversation going and, having the 3 whys for every what, find the pain and pleasure. That was the biggest one as far as, tell me about your current situation. Hey, why is that important to you? What would that mean or do for you, right? And then, kind of the clarity close, hey, I just want to make sure you have the right person with the right strategy for the right time. Does that sound fair? And it's just motivation close, hey, let me ask you this. If I were to find you a home that fits everything you wanted, you were looking for it in Marysville area, 3-bedroom, whatever, would you consider moving sooner or something like that?
yes,
So I feel like you just got to get a feel of that, and also talking with sellers as well. I know a lot of them, you got to find the pain as far as why they want to make that move,
yes, absolutely. I have always had the same what's the word for it, script or mindset of trying, providing information. Oh, are you pre-approved? Are you what? I got, I've never really spent enough time understanding the client and understanding their story and identifying their pain and their need and trying to put that foundation of a relationship in place. And yeah, with these, forcing myself to ask the 3 whys for each what and identifying their pain or their dream. I found that it's much more efficient, much more even it gives you more. It cuts the chase of all the fluff that, yeah, you'll go over when they do ready to start looking at homes with you and want to move forward. Um, yeah, it's just
Where,
made things.
where is that script? I saw it on the webinar. I saw it on the screen, but I never did actually get a copy of it.
I just took pictures of it. I can send them
Oh,
over to you if you want.
okay.
The one thing that we did was, so we had 3 days, and 2 days were basically the platform, how to use the platform, how to filter. It was, to me, I'm already kind of knowledgeable with it, and so it wasn't that fulfilling. But the last day was all role playing and going over these scripts. And then the last hour, this is what bent my mind, both Mike and I. So after everybody, there's like 40 agents in here in this conference, and they're all over the United States. So they sent us out, and they call it the Power Hour. And so they basically said, get on your databases and just call. Just call. Keep contact account of how many calls you made, and what you're trying to do is get appointments. And so everybody went out and did their thing. I happened to I had two great conversations with two different folks, and Mike did as well. But when we all came back together, they were taking tally, and it blew my mind that they asked each agent, how many appointments did you set? How many appointments did you get? How many appointments did you get? In total, there was 40 appointments set. A lot of agents had one, a couple had two, some had four, and one gal had 5 freaking appointments within that hour of just sitting there using no scripts and setting an appointment. I think that's what was mind bending, is that those 5 appointments were literally sitting on the ground. All she had to do is, it's surprising how many people will pick up the phone, or don't pick up the phone, I should say. And the other takeaway is that these scripts work beautiful in an open house as well. Hi, I'm Jim. Welcome. Come on in. Yeah, can I ask you to sign in our book for the seller? Is there sitting there? Hey, may I ask what's prompting you to be looking at open houses this weekend? And then you just start drilling. All right, who wants to play next? You guys are too quiet. Jose,
Hey,
give Doug a call.
all right. Ring, ring, ring. Ring.
Oh,
Ring.
hello.
Hey, Doug. This is Jose with Area Home Search. I know you were looking at homes over at the Marysville area. Just curious, are you looking to make a move in the next few months, or are you just browsing?
No, we're just browsing. We're just looking at prices and seeing what things are going for nowadays.
Hey, perfect. That is exactly what the site is for. Hey, while I have you, hey, why are you browsing?
We thought at some point we'd want to get out of this neighborhood. A lot of crime down here in White Center, and we just want to get out to something a little more quiet.
Okay. Tell me about your current situation. Do you currently live here, own your property, or you rent?
Yeah, I own my duplex, and we would probably keep that as a rental property. So we're looking for something that isn't too expensive. That would be, just take care of the two of us.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So it's just the two of you guys, or
Yeah, there's just two of us. So
okay. So what were you thinking, a 3 or a 4 bedroom?
need to be 2 bedroom plus at least an office or 2 offices. And we have space right now for my office, and then we also have space for a salon. We own a salon downtown Seattle, and my partner has a salon in the basement on the other side, and so we need something to build out for a salon space, and then I'd need my space for an office.
Gotcha. Gotcha. No, yeah, that's always perfect reason why we want to get an extra office for it. That's awesome. Um, so let me ask you this: if we were to find you a home that fits everything you wanted, with that 2 bedroom with extra office or den or a bonus room, and we were to find it here in Marysville, would you consider moving sooner?
Um, maybe, but it's about finances and it's about saving enough money. We don't have a lot of money saved for a down payment right now, so.
It does. Yeah, no, I have a lot of connections from great lender partners, and they offer a lot of programs for, even putting little to no money down, and also have a down payment assistant program as well. I can get you connected with some of them and see what your options are. Um,
Yeah, I doubt I would do anything that would include mortgage insurance. So
okay.
I'm not interested in making extra payments. So
Yeah, no, I actually know some lenders that you can actually put low down payment without paying mortgage insurance.
I guess I'd be interested in learning that.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll connect you with my preferred lenders that I work with, and then after that way, if we run across a property, we're well prepared and we can submit an offer and not miss out on an opportunity. Because in this market, Doug, we got to move quick. Because when there's a property that comes out to the market, you're gonna see it's gonna go pending within the next week. So what do we do about this? That means we gotta be prepared and be ready to go. So let's do this. So I'm gonna connect you to the preferred lender, and then from there we're gonna follow up, and we can sit down and I can talk about what the market's doing, and go over the numbers and what it takes in this market to get your offer accepted. Because you got to come in with a strategy in order to win in this market. So yeah,
Right.
all right. So I'll connect you guys, and yeah, I guess that's how
My
I end
one
it.
thought would be is what's your feelings on trying to rather than connect them, on the phone, if you will, or through email, if you will, but to sit down and I got a preferred lender that'd be happy to, meet with you and sit down in our office, and we can run numbers and kind of see what the big picture is. Does Wednesday work for you, Doug, or would Thursday
Yeah,
morning?
they would need to come down here because that's an hour and 20-minute drive. So I'm not doing that.
No, I understand that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they can
aside from
come
where
down
you
here.
live and aside from where Model Mortgage is located,
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, what I feel like I gotta work on more is, I noticed in the webinar when they ask like, "Hey, are you just looking or are you just browsing?" Kind of like that upswing,
Browsing.
that downswing, like upswing, just kind of making it seem like you're actually curious, not like, are you just looking or are you just browsing?
right?
You know?
It it's the level
Yeah.
of energy that you put in your voice, raising it
Right.
at the right times, lowering it at the right times, pausing at the right times, putting energy into it as well. Um, is it was that was all showing that as well. Absolutely, absolutely.
So I,
And
Um,
you know, I,
Jose, while I was listening to you, I picked up on that your not your tone, but like the upswing. Definitely, I would work on that because I have my people that cold call for me,
Yeah.
and we always work on that I constantly because it's really the energy on the phone that keeps it going. And so if you don't ever want to be monotone, so yeah, that's a
Right.
good thing that you picked up on.
Yeah, no, I caught it and I was like, oh shoot, man, I
you
don't
have
want
you have a
robot,
company of people that call,
What was that?
Rob?
What's that?
You have a company of people that call for you? Cold call?
I have a team. It's my own people, but yeah, I have a team of people that cold call for me.
So they work for you directly, or are they a company that calls for other people, or?
No, they work. I hire them directly out of the Philippines myself.
Oh, wow.
is one of them
Well,
Ray by any chance?
Ray's a thief. Do not do anything with Ray. Ray took $600 as a deposit. His phone was disconnected. He went dark. He ghosted me. He took the money and ran. He will not return my emails. It's been 3 weeks. Do not, do not, do not.
I talked to Ray.
He's a thief.
He was very pushy and he kind of turned me off.
Well, he asked, I said, well, let's do this. Let's do 20 hours a week for 2 weeks. I'll send you some money in advance. And we were in a webinar and he called me 4 times in that hour to make sure that I Western Union the money to Nicaragua in his uncle's name. I'm like, dude, you know, I'll get to it.
Red
you know,
flag.
If it's tomorrow, it might be tomorrow. And you know, my red flag went up, and I'm like, this is something. So anyway, I finally figured out how to get him the money wired, and then, you know, he was going to work on a script, and I go, you know, you're the professional. You know, tell me what's worked in the past, and we'll, you know, review it. Here's my little bio about me. And the next thing I know, his phone was disconnected. He went dark. He would refuse to answer emails, and even Todd couldn't get him. So
But
he
is that
stole
the
my
one that
money.
Todd recommended?
The guy Todd recommended, he stole my money. Yeah.
What the-
Yeah, I wouldn't hire him. He was pressing me to hire him, and he was like, well, let's go. What do you want? Like, I'll get on Google Voice and start dialing. I said, hey man, check this out. I have a whole team of ISAs that have been working for me for 3 years. I don't just hire people like that. I have a process, and I would just call them to see what you sound like and who you are. So, anyways, yeah.
No, I called them originally as well, and when Todd put it out there, and it had my curiosity. And so when I was talking to him, it initially sounded very, very good, and promising, and I was very interested. But then he just started being pushed. I told him, I said, I don't want to. One thing I've learned in 55 years, I've made in my early 40 freaking years, I would always just go. I would just make a knee-jerk decision, and I've learned to throttle back and think about it. And so I told him, I says, let me think about it. I like what we got. I just want to digest all this, and we'll circle back. And when I hung up, I mean, it wasn't even like fucking 2 hours or whatever. He was texting me and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And, you know, I was just like, red flag, red flag, red flag. And then it just got to the point where you pushed me. I've gotten to the point now where, yeah, it's principle now when you're that freaking pushy. So I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you saved yourself some money.
I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that, Doug.
you guys saved me a phone call because I was actually
Yeah. I was all for it. I thought because when I talked to him, he sounded good, and you know, frankly, anybody who's willing to make phone calls for me, I'm all in. You know, he sounded like he had experience, but you know, then we were in like the team meeting or something.